this menu is the navigation menu. Here he will provide a job description, and then that will generate a ID, a port. Like say, if I do say sample job, this is the first scan that I'm doing. I'm not doing a rescan, so I will not choose a rescan. This rescan shows all the original scans and their IDs. These are all the original scans. So I will, if I want to do a rescan, then I will select any original scan, and then I will provide put the submit button. So say this is a job description. So and when I do this, I will get the information. Like let me, it will get the information like this is the host and this is the IP. This the port, and this will port will be a unique for every user on the depending on the availability of which port is available, and the user has to just copy this into the client. We will see this in action, and for a rescan he has to copy this into the command line. So let me first minimize the log out this. I'll show you something else before that. Okay, so say this I'm communicating with my API as a developer. So Postman is a tool for that, and it needs a login. So I am logging in as a user, and as you can see there is an access token provided. This is a JWT token which is very unique, and it has an the expiry time in some minutes, say 30 minutes or 60 minutes. So what are these other requests are that I made to my API server? This all requests need this token ID associated with that to uniquely identify the server in order to access the API. So let's say I want to get scan jobs now. So I will get scan jobs, and this is the data that has been passed to me. This is the response. Let me show you get scan, and I want to see the scan, which is my original scan. I want to see the data of the scan. So this data will get into like this. So as you can see, this as a user doesn't need to do all this and look for into this into this response and look for what he wants to see. So he communicates with the website for all that. That's the main thing. Here I'll show you over here that this is this meaning. Say I am putting meaning and putting a happy word over here, and the Google is giving me a dictionary over here. Here I can write any a word and search for it. So you see a lot of data has been coming over here. There is a playback for this pronunciation, and all this data about the dictionary phrases, origin. All this is basically an API. This is what they are giving you a data. And over here, Google is using a presentable format and giving it to the user. The user does not need to go into the Postman and do this. Those are for development purposes. Or if a user wants to use a publicly available API into his system, then at the development time, he would say, look into the data and make changes. And finally, it will convert into presentable format on the website, which the user will look into or user will communicate through. Likewise, if you see a Google Books API, this is freely available now, and here you will see this is the response that it gets. So this API can be used by other users and used into their system. So this is what the API thing works like. Okay, so let's see the website. I'll first show you the website, what it is. This is the main core thing. After all, whatever data the user wants to get comes from a job run by the client and the server communication, which is also a core. A client server model communication is the core, which is collecting the data, and that is being used with the help of API to show the data on the website. So this I will show you action which is interesting to see the action of two, three users launching simultaneously clients on their individual accounts, and how it you will see it on the on the server. You will see it on the terminal over here, how it is seen over here. So see, this is scan jobs. So what it does is shows you all the scan jobs that you have done. So these are different job descriptions and job IDs, and these are the scan jobs that it shows. Now this is the last scan. This was the last scan. It was a server edit job description, which was the name of the description. This was job ID. This was the hash, and let me do this. And this is the file path, what it was, and it was the file name. Now this was the last scan. When I did a rescan of this, I had altered the file. So when I saw the last rescan, that is a recent scans or rescan that I do, this has two available tabs over here. So when I see the last rescan, I see that yes, this was the original hash, but the latest hash got changed. So yes, it got altered. And this was the rescan description that I put. So guys, I can put any name to the rescan, but it will always be associated with the original job ID or the original scan job. So if I take a rescan again of the same thing, what will happen is that the latest hash, which was the current hash, will go into the hash, and when the rescan is performed, it will take the new value of the hash and compare it and give you the result. This is how it works. Then say get scan, I can choose what are the available scans that I have done. Say four, it will generate me the data about it. Nothing, no rocket science over here. Just the making is different. And get a rescan. So let me say what is the 19th? Oh, it was a big one. So I put a lot of rescans and nothing was altered. And this is the hash. This is the latest hash after the rescan file name. And you see, if you have multiple file names with the same name, say you have different directories and you have the same file name, then also it will scan all those files, but definitely the file path will become different. So here you can discern that yes, this is about this folder, and this is about this folder where the file is located at, and this is the altered menu over here. So this was about that, and then you can delete the scan. I have to put a scroll bar over here. There. It will show you can delete any scans over here and just submit it. Say I am taking two scan and I am submitting it. Scan job associated rescans has been removed and two will be removed from the list. And similarly, I can delete a rescan. So this is a rescan, I can delete it. So when I do a delete scan, the rescan associated with it will also be deleted. But when I delete a rescan, only a rescan will be deleted. Original scan job will not be deleted. So this was about this. Nothing, no rocket science, very simple. Just the making is very different. And it basically, the striking feature is that it is the client server model. This collects the data, and to have multiple users here logging in and using it same with unique ports, that was a thrill to do. So this part I will show you in action with two different users, and then next we will see a hack into the system, and then we'll conclude this video. Okay, so now I show you that this is one user that is logged in into Firefox. Okay, one more thing that I can show is this I can change this avatar to something else also and update it, and it will become this. So over here I will go into the connect info, and let's say I want to put a job as Mojo Ashwin job one, and I do mm, one second, and I put a job description. I'm not doing a rescan. I just want a job scan. So I will do this. I will get a port. I got a port as this. So I will go into my terminal. This is my, I will paste. This is my client, and this is file name which I need to put. So which is my list. This is the port uniquely identified for this user. This is the host address, and this is the client program. And then I run this. You see, it is showing something to me, normal